Hey, I'm Denny Chapman, and welcome to The Gun Show. Today we're featuring the Daniel Defense DD-M4 V7 and a segment from SHOT Show 2022 with Guns Out TV. Remember, guys, you can always go back and watch this entire episode after the fact on the Gun Show YouTube channel. We're also cross-posting on John Martin Talks and all the other BDU social media platforms, including the new excluded.com. Make sure you check it out. It's spelled XCLUDED, and subscribe there as well. And please remember to engage wherever you're watching. Hit those buttons, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and share, and help set a positive 2A algorithm on social media. You can start today, right now, by simply dropping a note in the comment section and let us know where you're watching from. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to kick things off with a segment from SHOT Show 2022 with John and Shermichael of Guns Out TV. Check it out.
What's up, guys? I'm Shermichael Singleton.
And I'm John Keys.
And we are Guns Out TV.
Yes, at SHOT Show 2022 at the BDU booth. Show us some love.
Let me tell you something, man. We're so excited to be here. SHOT Show 2022, a lot of people, John, thought it was going to be canceled.
Yeah.
But you have big players like BDU who said, you know what, we're going to persevere and keep going.
Oh, yeah, and the influencers. Man, this is nothing like canceled. Like,
That's
this
true.
is the exact opposite of canceled.
In fact, more people are here than the Consumer Electronics Show a couple of weeks ago, which, John, that's one of the biggest things
That's
for Vegas.
one of the biggest, and it's an international show.
Right.
So this, I'm telling you right now, this is our first SHOT Show, right? We were disappointed last year because we wanted to make last year our first SHOT Show while we were still on TV. But you know what? We love the fact that now we have this amazing fan base in Guns Out Nation, that we can be here and share this experience with you because we know you like to see what we're doing.
I know, but people are probably wondering, who in the heck are we, John?
I don't know if they're wondering anymore.
Oh, they're wondering.
You think so?
I think so.
They might be wondering who you are.
So this is what he does, guys. Just throw me under the bus. So for the folks out there who don't know, Guns Out TV is a firearms, as John always loves to say, we humanize firearms.
Humanize firearms.
In an experiential kind of way, I think, John,
Yes,
right?
yes. Experiential, without a doubt. Listen, you see what we do the first time we do it, the second time we do it, and then sometimes we bring in subject matter experts to just show us whatever it is that we need to know as it pertains to firearms, and we give that to you in the form of our content.
That's right. It's all about humanizing, guys. What we found, there are a lot of data and studies that showcase when people are entertained, it's easier to educate them. And so we try to showcase firearms in a safe way, but in a fun way, so that we can help grow and expand the 2A community.
Right, and listen, learning is supposed to be fun.
It should
and when
be fun.
you're having fun, if you're learning, it's even more valuable.
That is true. And I think, John, when I think about us, I think about entities like BDU and why we partner with folks like BDU is because they make it easier for influencers like us, for businesses like us, to really reach new target audiences. And what we're seeing is the audience is growing.
It's growing exponentially. And listen, it's because of you guys. You guys are sharing our stuff.
That's true.
You guys are commenting on our stuff. So we really appreciate it. The majority of our growth is because of viewers like yourself.
That's right.
So listen, always check us out, Guns Out TV, across all social platforms. Guns Out TV on YouTube, GunsOutTV.com. Sign up for our newsletter because that is where all the breaking news happens.
All the updates, man. You don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. So listen, SHOT Show 2022, we only got one more day left, and we are going to be here for SHOT Show 2023 because we got some inside track.
We might even have a booth ourselves.
We might even have a booth,
about
and if we do, you know it's going to be lit every day. So let's go.
And get some.
We'll be posting that entire piece as well as other cool content on the Gun Show YouTube channel. So make sure you check it out and subscribe there as well as excluded.com. We're going to take a closer look at this rifle right after our safety segment. It's our proud tradition to include the 4 cardinal rules of gun safety in each and every presentation here on the Gun Show. And here we go. Rule number 1, always treat all firearms as if they're loaded at all times. Number 2, never ever point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Number 3 is your trigger finger. Always keep that finger away from the trigger until you are ready to fire. And number 4 is your target. Know what's in front, beside, around, and behind that target. The 4 cardinal rules of gun safety. We hope you guys memorize them, so when you go out there and enjoy your Second Amendment rights, you're going to be a safe and responsible gun owner. All right, let's take a closer look at the Daniel Defense DD-M4 V7. And by the way, guys, I have a significant amount of experience shooting Daniel Defense rifles, and I can personally tell you that they are top quality, excellent engineering, and very, very reliable. Did you know that every part of every Daniel Defense rifle is designed and manufactured right here in the USA? Now, this particular model is a California compliant model, AR-15 style rifle. Lots of great Daniel Defense features. I'll tell you in a minute here, I'll kind of explain what makes it California compliant. But let's go from front to back, the way I usually like to do it, and point out all these great features. First, we've got a 16-inch hammer forged barrel. If you watch the show enough, you know that I love hammer forging. It's an excellent process, putting those lands and grooves in the rifle barrel in such a manner that it does not leave those little bits and pieces of metal hanging out in there that you have to kind of do some fine tuning on. They're very accurate and tough right from the beginning. On the front end here, on the business end, we've got the Daniel Defense improved flash suppressor. The front of the barrel is threaded. It's a 1/2x28 pitch. That's a pretty standard pitch with threaded barrels that'll accept a lot of different types of muzzle devices, comps, muzzle brakes, and sound suppressors as well. This particular rifle has a mid-length gas system. Mid-length gas systems tend to have a very smooth and reliable cycling, and it helps to give you a little less perceived recoil as well, if you didn't know that. Here on the handguard, we've got an M-lock handguard, and we've got QD slots. That's what these little round parts here. These are for quick detach sling attachments here. I have become a fan of slings with my ARs. I personally have chosen the Blue Force Vickers Tactical Sling. I use QD attachments. Mine's actually attached here on my rifle and back here on my buttstock. But I love M-lock handguards because that gives you infinite possibilities with attaching different accessories. And you can see here on the bottom of this rifle, we've got an extra stabilizing device here. By the way, with these forward grips, guys, these aren't meant to be fired like this. They're meant to wrap your hand around and do a C-clamp on and pull it into your body. If you hold it down here, that's old school style, right? There's always ways to improve the way we shoot and the way we handle these guns. And by the way, this is our safe area. Our cameras are on remote today. We have no staff over here, so you'll see me pointing my gun in the safe area. Our production staff is on this side of the studio today. So anyway, just something to think about, guys. If you're gonna put one of these forward grips on, you don't want to hold it like this. You want to hold it like this, pull it into your body, and use your thumb, wrap your thumb around the top of the handguard, and you're going to be a lot more stable. You're going to be able to hold that gun against your shoulder if you need to manipulate something with your right hand, and so on. We're always going to try to throw tips out at you guys when we get a chance here on the Gun Show. You might learn something you didn't know. Now, we've got a chamber flag here. If you've never seen a chamber flag, that's this orange thing. Chamber flags fit up into the chamber, and that gives you a visual representation, indication that the chamber is empty. This is a really nice chamber flag. Use these flags, guys. They are required for use in certain types of competition anyway, and they're just a really great safety device. So if this is not going to be your go-to rifle, and if you're keeping it unloaded, put that chamber flag in there. Gives you a really good visual indication that your chamber is going to be empty. I really like, you can never be safe enough, guys. I have a go-to rifle that stays in condition 1, but my other rifles, I do like to throw chamber flags in them because you can never be safe enough, right? I love this pick rail. We have this pick rail that goes all the way across. It blends very smoothly into the upper receiver. Infinite aiming devices. You might want to put removable iron sights here, maybe some quick release flip-up sights. Magpul makes some great sights, the MBUS. You might want to put a red dot on. You might put a red dot with a flip-up magnifier. You might want an LPVO. What does that mean? Low Power Variable Optic. LPVOs are designed for AR-15 style rifles. They typically are a 1-4, 1-6, 1-8. They even make some 1-10s. Many of the good ones also have an illuminated reticle, which allows you very quick target acquisition. So I would consider putting an LPVO on this Daniel Defense M4 V7. We have an ambidextrous charging handle here. Let me just show you this on the B cam. So Ambidextrous means you can operate it from either side, and that's something that's really nice. If my rifles, if I don't have an ambidextrous charging handle, that's one of the first things that I change out on these rifles. I love ambi stuff. Speaking of ambi, we also have ambi safety selectors. So I'm manipulating it from my strong hand side, but you can see it moving on this side. And you might be thinking to yourself, what in the world is going on with this little piece of string? I'll show you what that is in just a second. That has to do with this whole California compliant thing. We've got a very ergonomic Daniel Defense buttstock. It is adjustable. Hey, have you guys heard my tip on adjusting buttstocks? When you get these AR rifles right out of the box, most of the time the buttstocks are all the way forward. If you're gonna try to have a cheek weld up here and shoot your rifle like this with this buttstock all the way forward, unless you're a very, very small person, you're going to be really scrunched up and it's going to be very, very awkward here. Your nose is going to be pressed into the charging handle. You're just not going to be very comfortable or be able to shoot very accurately. Here is my tip, guys. What you want to do is you want to take this buttstock here and you want to adjust it out so that it hits you in the crook of the arm on the inside of your elbow, and that's a really good starting area. It also gives you some leverage if you need to handle your gun one-handed here. You see how this buttstock rests against my forearm? And when I take my cheek weld, now I'm in a really good position. I heard it just lock into place there. In a really good position. I'm not scrunched up against the charging handle. I'm probably gonna have good eye relief here between my eye and the LPVO. If you just joined us, we're talking about the Daniel Defense DD-M4V7. So very ergonomic, very easy to adjust the buttstock, multiple different positions. We've got a very ergonomic Daniel Defense pistol grip. I wish you guys could feel what I feel. It's got a really soft rubbery feeling, but it's got a lot of good grip. So if your hands are wet, you're not going to slip off of this pistol grip. It feels really good in your hand. By the way, the upper and lower receivers are 7075 T6 aluminum. What's that mean? It means it's lightweight, but very, very tough. All right, let's do a field strip. So I've got my bolt carrier group in the rear position. I'm gonna hit my release, let it move forward. Now I'm gonna push out my rear takedown pin. This actually has a little extra lanyard to help you out here a little bit, push it out. Now we are open on the front hinge. California compliant, one of the ways to stay compliant is the magazine has to be their version of fixed. Okay, that's the terminology. So when the magazine is in there and the upper and lower are complete and you push the mag button is not going to push until you open up the receiver. Then the mag button is released and you'll be able to push it, be able to release that magazine. Being California compliant, it comes with a California compliant 10-round PMag as well. If you're not in California, obviously you can put other magazines in here and you'll be in good shape. So now we have access to our internals, our trigger group, we have access to our buffer, we have access to our bolt carrier group. Let's just pull this BCG out, take a look at it. Now you notice this portion right here. I'm going to point out something kind of important. See that portion right there between my fingers, guys? You see how long that is? When you look at a bolt carrier group and this rear portion is only this long, it is a standard semi-automatic bolt carrier group. Doesn't necessarily mean there's anything wrong with it, but when you have one that this portion is this length, that's going to be an indication to you that that is a mil-spec M16 profile bolt carrier group, and that's what this is. It also has properly staked gas key, and that means that now this is a semi-automatic rifle. Even though it has an M16 bolt carrier group in it, doesn't make it full auto. It just means that it's going to hold up to more wear and tear and last a lot longer time. This is an excellent quality rifle. It's got the best engineering available from Daniel Defense. Weighs in at about, I'm going to say about 6 pounds. When you collapse that buttstock, it has overall length of just over 32 inches, so it can maintain also a small profile. It comes shipped in a high impact case with Daniel Defense branding, and an excellent Daniel Defense warranty. Guys, I can't say enough good things about Daniel Defense rifles. Every DD rifle I've ever shot has been outstanding. I've shot semi-automatic versions. I've shot the Mark 18 full auto versions. I've shot a lot of them. I've loved every Daniel Defense rifle that I've ever had an experience with. Check out the Daniel Defense DD4 version 7 rifle on the Big Daddy Limited member site. By the way, if you're not a BDU member, we've got a link in the description. It's above or below or to the left or to the right. You can hit that link and join today for 99 cents. You'll have a 30-day trial membership with full benefits, access to not only cool products like this, but 300,000 other Second Amendment related items, our awesome website. You'll be able to search for guns, ammo, optics, holsters, accessories, survival gear, lots of other cool Second Amendment related stuff. All right, guys, my time is officially up for the day. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again soon on The Gun Show.